Alrighty. Oh, fuck. Alright, welcome to the video, guys. We are going to be doing not an exhaust, but door speakers. So this is a base model. So it's got the standard, oh, I need to turn it off, whoops. Sound system. So not the Bose. These door cards are unbelievably easy to take off, so this should be a fairly quick install. Crutchfield, got these from there. These are the brackets. Plug and play harness. This came with the speakers. We got a few decals and, you know, plastic emblems that can, I guess, maybe stick on to the door card itself. I might have it along here somewhere, not sure though. But yeah, so these are the speakers. Infinity by Harman. These are the Kappa models. 6.5 or 165 millimeter two-way car speakers. High-res audio. I don't know if that matters, but CES Innovation Awards 2021. I don't know. Every time I go onto the Crutchfield website, even for the WRX, I just go for something that looks decent, that has good ratings, and then pricing, of course. But I think I'm gonna start with this door right here. I'm gonna wipe down the car first because it did rain today and I don't really want any water getting onto the interior of the car. And then I don't think I mentioned it, but I'm currently using the Insta360 Go 3S. Just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna really quickly just wipe all this stuff down real quick. Let me see if I can get you guys a good camera angle. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Alrighty. Hopefully I don't think the exhaust is gonna get in the way or scratch any. It might scratch some stuff, but so basically inside this little cubby, you're gonna have a little rubber piece on the bottom. You want to just lift that up. I'm gonna see if I can do that with a little pop clip remover. And then that will access a Phillips head screw right in the middle. What I like to do for this is I like to pop out the door handle. And then basically if you're working on the right or passenger side door, right hand side, there's gonna be a cutout. You're gonna basically put whatever tool you're using in there and kind of just pry off that piece. And it should pop right out, just like that. This is the piece that we want out to access that second screw. So now let's swap tools to a Phillips head and start unscrewing shit. And then of course, you want to make sure when reinstalling the door that you plug in everything again, so that your, I don't know, windows, locking mechanisms, the door lock cables is all good. So that's basically about it. You can now just start prying. I tend to start from the bottom because there's actually some gaps that allow your fingers to kind of go in them, I think. I hope. Oh, fuck. Oh. Damn. This is also a newer car, so this is probably the first time the door cards are coming off. I don't think the last owner ever pried them off. There we go. Once you get more than like half the pop clips, a lot of them are just gonna follow along and pop right out. Now, after you got all the pop clips, which are basically gonna go, I need to see the screen, so I'm making sure I show you guys. Kind of a U shape. What you want to do after you do that is you want to lift out and then go up, because basically this is where the window gasket sits. So you want to lift that right out, and of course you don't want to just start yanking this off. You are going to have, I should just show you guys, the door cables, which is going to be, I hope you can see that, right there. See if I can do this. There we go, this is a better angle if the camera flips. So this second one, the bottom one, you want to lift it. Oh, maybe I'm getting it mixed up with the Debrex. I didn't break anything, did I? Oh, sweet, yeah. So this whole little unit literally just comes out. And then of course, unplug the two window harnesses down here. Right there. There we go. And then we can set aside the door card. I'm gonna put this inside actually. I don't want to get it scratched up. There we go. Back outside. So now that we have, I'm gonna open this a little bit more. Now we got access to the speaker. I am going to pause the video, do my research first before I start unscrewing, unbolting, unclipping things, and then I'll get back to the install. Alrighty, so this is the OEM speaker, as you can see. Cardboard or like paper speaker, very hollowed out, super cheap. This is the Infinity Audio, a lot better materials, but also just significantly heavier. As you can see, it's less hollowed out on the back. Basically right now I am working on the bracket. So this is the Crutchfield bracket, okay? As you can see, we got some fins out here for basically more models that use them. I basically trimmed them all off. It actually says it on Crutchfield's website on the 2024 ND. You need to remove those for this specific speaker, which is actually why I love that website so much, because it's so educational. Basically, it's really hard to screw up. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm essentially matching up all the screw holes. Pretty sure I got them all lined up. Now I need to make sure that both of the speakers on both sides line up on the door correctly. So now, also, these speakers come with their own bracket. I'm like very sure I don't need to use these. Very sure I don't need to use these, so I won't be using them. What I am going to use is gonna be these screws I don't think I even need these little things. Screw it. I'm just gonna use the screws, and yeah, I'll see where it goes, I guess. We got some longer screws. I'm actually just gonna pour these out. 3, 4. All right, let's start with. I'm gonna use the long screws. Screwdriver time. All right, so let's get to work. I could also use this screwdriver if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. I'm not gonna tighten them just yet. I'm just gonna get them all in line first. Basically gonna do a little star pattern. Oh, tighten that a little bit. Whoops, nothing crazy. Nice, that's one. This is the last one. All right, so now I can tighten. Boom. Boom. I'm just gonna hand tighten the rest. All right, so good. 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 All right, sweet. So now got the speaker on the bracket. That should be good. So now what I'm more curious about is going to be that wiring harness, which I'm going to get right now. These speakers, from what I can see, you have to unscrew them, and it basically clamps down. I don't know how this works, if I'm being honest. I hate wiring stuff. Oh boy. Fuck. God damn it. I suck at this shit. So this goes into the harness, of course, on the car. I'm like very sure I straight up I don't even use these. I don't use these. I take them off because there was a video on YouTube that this guy basically took them off. No going back. Fuck it. And then you just want to take a wire tool. Just strip some of the outer layer off. Insert it, which I'll show you in a bit once I do this first. All right, well. Boom. All right, so now that I have the copper wire showing, what we want to do now is the left side is positive, right side is negative, so I'm going to unscrew those, insert the copper wire, and I'm like very sure that that's it. That's all I have to do. And I think I actually did I trimmed a little bit too far down. So I might actually just fold them. Okay, so sweet. Twist them, fold it in half. All right, twist and then fold. Boom. Now I'm just going to insert. White is positive. Not the biggest fan of these speaker. Actually, I think it's fine. All right, there we go. That will make solid contact. All right, so we got them in. As you can see, just ever so slightly pulling on them in case, you know, hit any bumps in the car. These aren't just gonna come flying out. And let's transition back to the car real quick. Actually, before I do that, I need to install some foam. Oh, the light turned off. All right, so as you can see, I got the foam on there on the back. This came with the Crutchfield. No, this came with the speakers, sorry. This came with the speakers. Back to the very nice camera angle down here. I really hope this works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this like that. Come on, go in, come on. All right, boom, harness is in. I'm gonna tuck the wires behind it, kind of. Make sure I don't crush the plastic harness itself. That should be about it, guys. 10mm bolts, there's 3 of them, or 10mm screws. Screw bolts, whatever you want to call them. This bracket seems to fit, kind of fits, kind of not really. I got the top one on, the bottom one on. I don't know, maybe I'll push it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So far, I'm not running into any fitment issues, which is always a positive. Let's get this on there. Don't want to over tighten. I want to tighten all of them evenly. Should have gotten an extension. Oh, come on. Alright, so don't over tighten. The harness is not going anywhere. It's basically in the same spot as OEM. I can tighten the rest. Don't over tighten. Boom. Alright, nice. I don't think It is not going anywhere. The speaker's not going anywhere. The bracket is secured on the door. And that's about it. So I'm actually just gonna show you this first. So this is what it looks like in the car. Looks super duper nice. I'm gonna work on the other side, guys, and then I'll start up the car. We'll do some testing. Oh wait, I need to find some no copyright sounds. But yeah, I'll resume the video once I am finished with the other side.